Now we will see how can we define or how can we create. Yes. Can we publish this to standalone touch display? Yes, you can do that. Something like we have the option, whatever we are pressing with the mouse over here, that can be, you can use your either your the touch pen, or it can be some, if it is a capacitive touch display, you can use your finger itself to touch the respective on that respective actions we can able to create with the help of it. Yes. Yeah, something like we can see, we can take an example of the automotive infotainment systems. Is based on, some of the automotive systems are based on the Qt frameworks, and you can able to feel something like a touching that, and you can able to play the song, and you can able to traverse, and you can able to get the Google Maps. All those things are built using with the help of PyQt5 and Qt5 framework basically. Yeah.
Hari?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I have a small doubt. Whether we are able to convert this one into a EXE so that without Python we are able to run, right?
Yes, that there is a lot of uh, lot of exe conversions are available, which does that whenever you are doing, and it converts that the Python files, and then the Python interpreter needed for it. All those things are integrated and creates like a single exe, so that you does not feel the Python is running in that application. Yeah.
Yes, actually in Python 2.5, I think 2.5, I think I have used Py2exe,
Yes.
but in the latest version I am not aware about the library. Do you have anything? Do you suggest anything in library to convert this code into a exe?
Yeah, actually, we have the different utilities. Something like, maybe I can share the details. Yeah, maybe something we can which basically converts that into the exe over here. That maybe it is in my PPT. Maybe I will share it maybe over here. Maybe the tools I will share it by end of this session. Yeah.
Okay, Hari, thanks a lot.
Yeah. And now we can create a similar kind of a application, which is something like a simple calculator that we can build it with the help of PyQt5. Over here, I'm going to build. For that, I'm going to create a widget, and inside that, maybe we need an option. The line edit is the one which can be used for displaying um, the calculator output over here, the line edit, and maybe we can say this as a calculator LCD. I'm going to define this as a calculator LCD. Over here, the object name, and it should be something like whenever this LCD, we cannot type over it directly, we can use something like it can be a read only over here, and it can be changed to the different font. And for example, I'm going to change this to the font something like 28 is the font over here, and I'm going to do that. And once it is done, maybe we can create different push buttons. For example, yeah, I'm going to create a push button over here. Which is a kind of a push button. The value I'm going to do enter over here. It's an 1 is the value, and the font, we can increase the font size. 18 bold, which is an 1, and the we can say that this object, this name is a button 1 over here, and maybe we can use in the similar way that, yeah, I can use something like a button underscore 1 over here, and once it is done, I'm going to create another one, button 2, and we can have another one, button 3 over here, and we can have another one, button 4 over here, and we can have another one, button 5 over here, and we can have some similar to this. We can have something like up to button 7, and we have an button 8 over here, and we have an button 9 over here, and we have an button 0. I'm going to do that button, not 10, button 0 over here, and we have the option something like I'm going to have something like another one, the button which is an 0 0 00 options over here, and 00 is the one, and we can have another button which is something like a button dot, and it's a dot variable over here, and similar way we can use something like a button with a plus symbol, which is button underscore add over here, and we have control V over here, and which is something like a button underscore minus, which is an button minus over here, and we have the option control B, button underscore multiply over here, which is something like button underscore MUL is the button name I am going to define, and one more thing, something like a button underscore slash over here, which means something like a button underscore divide over here. Maybe we can align this, adding up another one, and I'm going to align something like a 1, 2, and then we have the option 3 over here. Maybe I'm going to do the alignment, the 4 over here, and we can define 5, and we can define 6 over here, and maybe I'm going to do something like this, maybe 7 over here, and 8 over here, and 9 we have over here, and maybe we have a 0, and we have a 00 over here, and we have an dot over here, and maybe I can do little alignment over here, and maybe we can start with the plus symbol, and then yeah, we have minus symbol, and we have an multiplication over here, and we have an option to divide symbol over here. And once it is done, I'm going to add another series of rows that will have something like a C, which is an cancel over here. I'm going to do button underscore C, which is an cancel button, and maybe I'm going to do button with the option something like a open braces, and we have the open braces. I'm going to do button underscore open over here, and maybe I'm going to do another one which is going to handle the close over here, and then we have the option something like we have the option to manipulate that. We have the value that is something like a equals over here, and I'm going to do little expanding this to match it accordingly. Maybe I can copy, and we can move slightly up over here. Yeah, and maybe we can do the adjustment accordingly. And once it is done, maybe I'm going to add something like a kind of a name. With the window title, I'm going to do is calculator over here. And I'm going to save this file, save as, instead of BI calculator, I'm going to create a new folder, calculator over here. Inside the calculator, maybe I'm going to create this UI as a calculator.ui. And once it is done, maybe we can create an, we can convert this option to the Python file with the help of PyUIC over here. Python user interface compiler file, which converts the calculator.ui to the calculator.python formatted output file over here. Once it is done, maybe we can create a project over here. I'm going to use file, close the project. I'm going to create a new project with the help of over here, and maybe I'm going to do calculator is the project I'm going to create. Which would you like to create from existing sources instead? Yes, I'm going to create with the existing sources, and I have the files over here, calculator.ui. Sorry. Yeah. Now I'm going to create a new application file, which is something like new Python file, which maybe we can use something like a calculator.py is the one which I'm going to create. And inside that, maybe I'm going to do from PyQt import Qt widgets over here. And once it is done, maybe we can do the class, which is an calculator is the class, which includes something like a Qt widgets dot q main window, comma the class which we wanted to use, something like a UI form from the calculator.py. I'm going to use from calculator import UI form over here. And once it is done, maybe I'm going to import this UI form as a base class over here. And once it is done, I'm going to create a constructor with the help of def init of self. And using that, I'm going to use super of calculator.self.init. And then we have the option something like I'm going to create a self.uaf, which is an output of instance form, UI form over here. Once it is done, self.uaf.setup UI. Inside that self, I'm going to provide. Once it is done, maybe we can add something like app, which is an Qt widgets. These are all replicated application of something like we can do import sys, and then we have the option to provide the argument value sys.argv is the one. Once it is done, maybe a calculator, I'm going to create an instance for the calculator, calculator over here. And once it is done, calculator.show over here. After that, in order to handle that main loop, I'm going to use exec over here. Now, if suppose we run this application, over here. Now we will see what it happens. I'm going to run this calculator.py, which provided the user interface output for the 12700, and all the values are there that we wanted to integrate into the functionality we wanted to integrate, that we will see over here what we can do. Something we can use, I'm going to handle that. We have to handle that each button handler. For example, self dot uaf dot the button 0 dot pressed dot connect with the something like a btn button 0 over here, and the btn 0 maybe def btn underscore 0 of self, sorry, and the same way self dot uaf dot button 00 dot pressed dot connect btn underscore d0 the 00 over here, the similar way self dot uaf dot button 1 dot pressed dot connect with the btn underscore 1 over here, and a similar way self dot uaf dot button 2 dot pressed dot connect maybe a button 2 over here, and maybe self dot, I am going to use uaf dot like that. We can define the similar way we can define for all the buttons that we can able to define over here dot pressed dot connect with the button 3 over here, and we have self dot uaf dot button 4 dot pressed dot connect btn underscore 4 over here, and self dot uaf dot button 5 dot pressed dot connect with the btn 5. The similar way we can do that for 6, 7, 8, 9 as well, and I'm going to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to do that 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, and then add, and then we have minus, and then we have multiply, and then we have something, a kind of a division, and we have the option dot over here, and we have the option something like a C, and we have the option something like a kind of a open braces and close braces button underscore close. We have the option button underscore, yeah, maybe we can check this over here. Maybe the close is button underscore 10, and we have button underscore 11 is equal over here. Button underscore 10 over here and button underscore 11 over here, which is something like a button underscore 11 is button equal. I'm going to do this is something like a button close and which is open, and we have button cancel, and we have button dot, and we have the button uh, division, and we have the button of something like a multiplication, and we have the button something like a minus, and we have the option something like add, and we have the option something like a 9, and we have the option something like 8, and we have 7 over here, and we have 6 over here. And once it is done, maybe I'm going to do something like I'm going to get the text string equals something like a self dot uif dot something like a uh, calculator lcd dot text over here, and I received that text, and maybe after the text, maybe we can use the assignment operators adding with the 0 over here, and once it is done, changed uif dot calculator dot lcd dot something like a set text, and I'm going to update with the uh, string, the respective string over here. Now, maybe we can use that the same format for all the difference over here, and button 0 button the different one, and maybe we can do that update over here something like with the button D0 for double zero. Double zero should have added with the string 00, and we have button 1, it should be added with the 1 string, and we have the option something like a button 2, it should be added with the 2, and we have the option something like a button 3 over here, it should be 3, and we have the button 4, and it should be added with 4, and we have button 5 over here, and we should be a 5, and we have all the options something like a button 6, sorry, which is 6. I'm going to add the string of 6, and we have the option button 7 over here, which 7, and we have the option 8, and which is an 8, and we have the option and 9, we have to add 9 over here, and we have the option button dot, which will be something like we have adding dot over here, and similar way we have button add, we have to add a plus symbol, and we wanted to have something like a button minus over here, which will be button minus, and we have the button multiplication, which should be something like over here, and we have the option button division, that will be we have to do the division over here, and once it is done, we have the option button dot uh, open, which we have to do open over here, and we have options something like button close, I'm going to do the close over here, and we have the option button cancel, maybe we need to do the complete clear of that LCD text on the canceling the uh, um, canceling that particular string, that we can use something like a str of empty string, we can update, and we have the option something like button equals over here, then we can do the manipulations over here accordingly. Now we will see how it works, and we can plan accordingly. Yeah, here we need to do self dot button 0 over here. The same way we need to update self dot button 1, button D0, and self dot button 1, self dot maybe a self dot for all the parameters that we need to update, so that it will take it from the class member functions basically. it take it from the class member function. Yeah, this provides the complete thing that we will see how it behaves. Maybe we can do that. I'm going to run this calculator. Self dot uaf dot button 00 dot pressed dot connect. We have the option, it has the function, and the button D0 is present. Self dot uaf of something like button underscore 0 dot pressed over here, which is attribute error by button 00 dot pressed. Okay, I have put 3 n's over here. That was the issue. That maybe we can run it again. Yeah, now we got the output over here. Whenever we type, we got the output over here plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 0 is coming divided by open braces 6 minus 9, close braces equals, it's something like it's gives the complete output over here that we wanted to manipulate these functions, and we wanted to update into the function, update into it accordingly with the help of eval function that we can use to completely evaluate and provide the output. Maybe we can use C is the one to clear that. And one more thing, we wanted to do something like the text are coming from left to right, but the thing is in the calculator, the text has to come from the left to right, right to left. Basically, that we can do that with the help of the alignment. Maybe I'm going to use self dot uaf dot something like calculate lcd dot set alignment over here. Set alignment. In that, maybe I'm going to do something like from py qt5 dot qt core import qt over here, and inside the qt maybe we can do qt dot right, yeah, right to left, that we can use something like a alignment over here. Now we will run this and we can confirm. We can use some kind of a I missed that. Yeah, maybe we can use the my calculator. Set alignment, yeah, qt align right. I'm going to use something like a qt dot align right is the option that we can align. We have align right is the option to set it on the alignment. Over here, I'm going to run this, the calculator. Now, Now, whenever we type, it got aligned from the right to left, that we can able to get it with the help of set alignment with the alignment right, that we can use it accordingly, and maybe we can do that with the options of respective buttons over here. Once it is done, maybe we can do the manipulation of the strings that we can do. We got the output and we can use something like a result. I'm going to use this in a try catch format. It can create any errors as well. Try maybe, and then exception over here. And if in case of exception, we are term it as a error over here. And once it is done, maybe we are going to set the LCD text with the result over here. Yeah, this is the result. We will update with the result of evaluation basically. Once it is done, maybe result equals, yeah, a button of eval is the one source, globals and local, that we can use something like eval and globe source, and then over here, and then I'm going to do string over here. Now we can able to check whether that our calculations are done with the evaluation, and it returns the respective result or not, that we can able to check over here. Stop and rerun. I'm going to do simple 2 plus 3 equals an error, maybe something like a parameters is mistake, the parameter for maybe the parameters or something like a eval equals source, globals and locals, maybe that we return a string output, and maybe I'm going to convert this the output string and use it for updating into the result basically over here. I'm going to run this. Now we will see. Yeah, I'm going to run 2 plus 3 equals, sorry, error again. It's not 2 plus 3. Now see how it behaves. Since we have the str is string, and this one is also a string, that we have the option over here 2 plus 3 equals 5 over here, and similar way we can add whatever we want, that we can able to add 500 to 9 minus open braces 98. Now we got a simple calculator of PyQt application over here. I'm going to clean 6 minus 9 equals minus 3, that we can able to get that the complete simple mathematics calculator, that we can able to build it with the help of PyQt application. And the designer Qt designer provides a flexibility to create a user interface, and that can be integrated into the application over here. Yeah. Is this fine? I have any doubts on this implementation?
No hurry, it's very good. Can you share the code, whatever you did? And, it will be useful for us to practice.
Yeah, I will share the code. I usually update into the Git. Maybe I will share it, the Git link to you. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay. Yeah. And yeah. Uh, maybe could you please introduce yourself so that we can